Buhari begs Wike South School pupils in River State to enjoy free meal. Okay. Um FG has called on the river government to key into President Muhammadu Buhari's regime homegrown school feeding program. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development has called on the River State governor to key into President Muhammadu Buhari's homegrown school feeding program. Charles team leader, National Home Groom School Feeding Program, stated this during the numeration of primary school pupils at the state primary school Borokiri in Port Harcourt. He said the numeration enabled the ministry to collate the actual number of people's cooks and resolve challenge before upgrading the number of peoples and schools in the states. Mr. Okol, a director in the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry, advised the head of schools to notify the team when their schools were in section for federal government to release the funds for the pupils feeding. He stated that the programming objective was to provide the school children with nutritional food at the affirmative age, develop their brains and stimulate their interest in education. Story for the girls. Mr. Oko rather further explained that the team mission in the state was to get total number of pupils currently in the data row of the feeding program. Currently, we have about 124,000 pupils in River State, all in 963 schools. Also, 1,148 vendors which cook for the school feeding program. He noted the federal government provides the funding and the state government employs the cooks and manage the fund. The only challenge we have is when we don't get true number of pupils from the crack of Asari, Toru and Kuku Toru. Young Ayo Tamuno, a director of the Tamuno rather, a director of National Orientation Agency, now in Rivers, uh, uh, stated that the problem of out of school children the state was disturbing, making the federal government want to cope it through the feeding scam by removing the children off the streets. Mr. Ayo Tamuno added that no one of the objective of the program was also to increase school enrollment. What we are doing today is trying to get appropriate data. Those benefiting were pupils from primary 1 to 3. They are about 124,000, and this is not good enough for us, he said. Okay, let us start another program to embezzle Nigerian funds. That is what I'll say, because we all know that this is all a lie, because they will do this for just a period of 1 month and they will quit, but they will keep on collecting the funds for thousands of years. That is how they all are. We know them very well. We all know that this is another project for them to embezzle our money and loot it and milk Nigeria dry. We all know this is what their plans are. They will say they are making a program to feed the poor, and tomorrow they will say something else. Well, it's River State, the state they were supposed to even take this kind of program to. I think northern people need it more because they are the ones who are on the street and people. So I don't know why they have to people of Rivers or Wike. Oh, I've forgotten that Wike wants to embezzle as well. That is why he has to accept this kind of program in his state. Let's go to the comment section and hear what people has to say about this. So that they will have more money to loot. Okay, like I said earlier, in the name of feeding school children, even when children are close, shameless government. Okay. FG wants to promote witchcrafty in schools. I suggest the fund should be used to renovate and make the environment appealing and conducive, okay, for lecturers or empower the parents, okay. So what he's saying, Oga Buhari gets this straight. Despite the wickedness of the hike of food, South can never grow almajiri. God has blessed us to the level of affording 2 square meal daily. If your intention is to fulanize our children against their parents and all, please keep your tuwo shinkafa, I beg. We are not beggars, okay? Oga, thank you so much. Sense, don't worry, we are waiting for them, okay? You are begging Wike that can afford, why not Kogi peoples, okay? Give them scholarship, not food. Misplaced priority. You guys have started this, your audio school feeding, even during COVID-19 when school was short. They did audio feeding. Well, 2023 is coming. They want us to use it for campaign. So he will have opportunity to wipe them out. Abby, never. Oko, you are a complete criminal, corrupt, and destroyer of Nigeria economic. How many years are you going to feed them? Telling lies will not help this nation to move forward. Why not give them free education instead of your fake feeding? Okay, I wonder into what depth these children would drag everybody. These people would drag everybody. How can somebody suggest feeding school children in certain school? Are they almajiris? Okay, what type of food would you give my child in school? Do they realize that school children are allergic to certain food and types of food? Okay, it is not better for them to look for a more dignifying method of looting public fund other than the laughable suggestion of feeding school children. Mad people everywhere. Well, children, farmer and cooks in other states are benefiting. Are we better than them? Stay there, eh? Benefiting what? I don't understand what these people do. Nigerians, they think that benefiting what in this government. Why are you so foolish to believe something good can come out of PMB? If only you know their plan for you. Okay, election year is fast approaching, and they suddenly remembered River State pupils have not benefited from the school feeding program. Okay, that has been on for 5 years. They now want us to use a fuel lefu to justify why river pupils have been left out wicked regime. Okay, I don't even pray for them to even take this truly to peoples of rivers before they will go and poison them all over there and say that it is ESN that has poisoned the food. Because we all know them, that is what they all know how to do. Well, I hope that rivers will be wise enough to ask their children not to partake in this so-called food program. That is my prayer, because we don't know what is going to happen anyway. Well, some people are really allergic to some kind of food, so I hope that this will not cause some kind of chaos in River State. You can go to the comment section and share your take on this. Thanks for listening.